course, continue to monitor the situation in Syria and bring you all related updates. But now we move to South Korea, where 4 people have died and over 1,300 people have been forced to evacuate as relentless rainfall continues to batter South Korea, with officials warning that the unusual downpour is far from over. Among the victims were 2 men in their 80s, one of whom is believed to have died while trying to drain floodwater from his basement. Another man was killed when a wall collapsed onto his car just after he had called his wife to say his vehicle was being swept away. A 4th person died from cardiac arrest. In Seosan, the hardest hit city on the west coast, over 400 millimetres of rain fell in just 12 hours, an event the weather agency described as happening once in a century. Authorities also reported several injuries, including 2 people with hypothermia and 2 others with leg injuries. Well, joining us to discuss this extremely difficult situation and deadly rainfall leading to those evacuations, Sanjay Kumar is a journalist joining us from Seoul, the South Korean capital. Thank you very much, Sanjay, for taking the time to speak with us. What is the current public reaction in South Korea after this deadly, tragic natural disaster?
As you can see in the background, still it is raining, and downpouring is not frequent, but once in a time it is happening, and not 4 but 5 people have already been reported to be died, and many of them are still missing. 4 are the numbers which is being said by the officials, but I'm sure that many more are going to be among the dead and missing. What is more concerning is that many people in Korea, and especially in the countryside in the south Chungcheong and Gyeongsang province, they are not able to return to their homes. Seoul looks a bit normal because, you know, the infrastructure in terms of transportation is quite good in Seoul, and not many landslide areas are here inside Seoul. But outside Seoul, many areas are prone to have landslide. And you know, when landslide happens, it is very difficult for the authorities to find the bodies and even the people, and especially for old people. You know, Korea has a majority of old people living in countryside. They are also facing a lot of problems because of that, because for them, it is very difficult to move to other areas. Although more than 7,000 people have been evacuated, but they are leaving their houses, and you know, like, it's very difficult when you leave your house and stay in a different place. So it is not normal yet, and rain is continuously happening. This is also very concerning, and we can only pray in this moment. And authorities are, like, day and night, they are working. The Fire and Safety Agency also is trying its best. Government is also very alarmed. But despite all these, situation is still not normal because rainfall is still happening.
Yes, and Sanjay, thank you for clarifying some numbers there. I just want to let our audience know that what we are showing on screen right now, these are, of course, reported numbers, but we do expect potentially those to rise as those operations continue. Sanjay, just before we let you go, we've heard that this is an event that is once in a century, and also, of course, rainfall at this level not regularly seen. Are there questions being raised of how this event is being handled with, and whether the government or previous government, as we know there is a new leader, could have done more to prevent such widespread destruction and 5 deaths potentially turning into many more?
Well, the president is having this zero tolerance approach to this. He is newly elected president, and he has got his ratings almost 64%. He doesn't want to give any chance to opposition leaders to make hue and cry over this. And surprisingly, even and not only the government, but the opposition party leadership is also trying their best. They are going to help people also to evacuate and help as much as they can. So I think opposition and the ruling party both, they are seeing it as a national disaster moment, and they are not accusing each other on this. So political things are not happening right now. So it is a good gesture, I should say, to have a national response. And President has reiterated again and again that all the like all the personals, all the national agencies must have to be intact and collectively respond to this emergency-like situation. This is the situation.
Yes, Sanjay Kumar, thank you ever so much for joining us and providing that